All right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are here on the YouTube Gaming, or hopefully on the YouTube Gaming. I'm seeing that I'm live, and my audience will see it in a moment, according to them. I won't go into the game. All right, I am live. The internet can totally see me. To stop, use my encoder. So let me just take a second. I need to work out all of my settings to make sure that I can see all of your lovely chats in all the various places. Let me just take a minute here, and I will also add some folks to the system flock. All right, so again, you have a few options in terms of chatting. For those of you who are still in the Twitch channel, I'll still be checking that out. I will also be monitoring the YouTube chat. So if you want to keep in touch there, that's fine as well. And finally, there's the Discord that's available. Hopefully all of you should see that. No, it looks like only 2 of you have actually joined in there, but that's fine. Obviously, people can chat the way that they want. And I know Dark Souls isn't for everybody, but I am going to jump into the game, and we'll see how this goes. So you should have some options. If you want to see the game in its full 60 frames per second and 720 resolution, you can feel free to adjust your settings accordingly. Otherwise, you have transcodes options on YouTube, which is one of the main reasons why I like streaming on this service. And don't be shy in terms of getting in touch. Oops, sorry guys, I gotta make a slight adjustment to the way I've laid out my windows. Oh dear. Game, please. Whoa! Let's not do that. Okay. Sorry, ladies and gents, I just gotta make up a couple of adjustments. An error occurred. Please try again later. Thanks, YouTube. Let's refresh that page. Sorry, guys. Yeah, this is the one challenge about YouTube. So, Diedrich Linnison, PogChamp, thank you very much for stopping by. I just wish I knew who all of you were. Alright. This is going to be a little fun trying to keep track of some multiple chats, but we'll do our best. So, I'll talk a little bit. For those of you who have been following this playthrough, you'll notice that I've got a different set of armor. So what I did was I spent a little bit of time going through this and optimizing some of my armor sets. Now, I think also what this meant, I think I wound up doing a little bit of content which I hadn't actually done before on the stream. So this set of armor I actually picked up from an area that I'd been in before but had previously missed. But generally, I think the only thing that I regret not being able to do was I did have a fight with a pursuer, and I actually won, and I won pretty convincingly. So you've been trying to change your name, but it's forcing you to use a surname. Yeah, Diedrich, we were talking about this on Twitter a little while ago. I'm not quite sure how to handle that, because like when I work, I get system chalk. But it's also been a really long time since I've done that. So I think what I should do before I start doing these YouTube streams a little more regularly is I should find out how this stuff works. I really want that sword, and be able to help people out with the setup, because I know it's a big frustrating. YouTube Gaming won't let you just watch you. It's making you do some stupid tutorial and add games. You can't find a way to close it. That's really frustrating. It's doing that, actually. I would recommend just, like, add one game, and then you should be able to... Oh, wait, you can't... You can't hear me say that. After refresh, it's up, but no audio. That's very strange. All right, I'll hang out and just do some dialogue stuff.
Larger, more powerful souls.
This is actually good feedback to get because I'd like to know what's keeping people from being able to.
Lest this land swallow you whole, as it has so many others.
What's keeping people from being able to enjoy the stream?
That tiny thing inside the ruins. An ancient being that will mock your very existence. She imparts sound wisdom, provided you find her on a good day. The sign you bear will drain your very souls. And without souls, you will turn hollow. Stay strong. Do not lose hope. Even when you have precious little time. For when the undead dies, it is never truly dead, but only one step closer to hollowing.
Hey, Sir Wedgie, good to see you again.
Not all undead are hollows.
We were doing a little bit of bunker punks, but once I saw Clara was done, I thought let's do some of the Dark Souls.
Bring it to me, so that I may ease your burden.
It kind of smells like Hitbox.
Over the hill and past the forest.
I haven't tried
is the
Hitbox yet.
king's castle,
If you're interested, Wedgie, we're also in a Discord, but I'm keeping track of all of the different chat channels, so I'm able to see what Leah2's writing right now as well as what you're doing. As you can see, Wedgie, we're on a new armor set. My devotion to my covenant has deepened, and I've gained a rank.
I'll always be here, watching over you.
Bloodbite ring. Okay, let's find out what that's.
Aid's Tower of Flame lies beyond the far gate.
Hey, CPO Williams, good to see you again.
Cathedral.
Hope you're doing well.
Apostles of Blue gather. But the road leading
We're
there
playing a little bit
is
of
perilous.
indie games. We're playing Bunker
The
Punks
gate is
and
with some
Slain
contraption.
today, but in this case we've got some more
I just don't know.
got some more souls lined
Have
up
you
for tonight.
seen that pit, that gaping hole in the earth? I don't know what it's like down below, but I wouldn't suggest trying to find out. Besides, you'll never make it down there. Not without a ladder of some sort. The flame you see there is a bonfire. They exist all across the land, beacons to more undead. If you are tired, try resting beside the flame. The flame heals us.
A little worn out of playing hard on EU4 multiplayer. Oh my god.
May you find peace on your journey.
Yeah, I don't do a lot of multiplayer on the grand strategy games. I know, obviously, I've done it with you before, but it's very draining sometimes. Alright, so let's see this Bloodbite ring. Increases bleeding resistance? That's really not worth it. Ring of Blades is kind of interesting, though. Increases physical attack. So let's see, I've got raise a stamina recovery speed. Definitely want to keep that. Additional reduction of enemy poise is actually really tempting because that's helped me out in the past. The Covetous Silver Serpent Ring +1. I mean, I really like this idea of the more souls. And Blue Seal. I mean, this one I could arguably lose in favor of the Ring of Blades. Oh, but this is going to push me over to past 70%, which is going to give me a fat roll, so we'll ignore all that. And I think I'm missing some souls, so let me just head back to where I was going to go anyway. This man clearly has never seen speedrunners throw themselves down that pit. I haven't either, Tapetia. This is a blind playthrough, so. Alright, so back to Hyde's Tower of Flame. I seem to remember I got invaded here. Hey, how's it going, Jugo Llama? Yugo Llama. Juggo Llama. Oh yeah, there are my souls. And it was indeed an invasion, now that I recall. So these guys are not as tough as they were for me before. Part of that's just because of improvements to my character. Alright. Sorry guys. Posting screenshots is not something I can really deal with right now, but when I beat this guy, I'll see what's going on. I mean, keep in mind, right, I can try and make changes on my end, but stuff like not getting sound or chat is probably a YouTube problem. And so my ability to provide technical support is limited. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. I will open up my own stream just to see if I can help you guys out. I really hate hearing the sound of my own voice, but... I really hate hearing the sound of my... Yeah, so Relita, I mean, the biggest thing for me is just, if I click on the video, I get the normal YouTube experience. You could also potentially follow... this link. And that should take you directly to the video. Hopefully that helps. Hey, Woko, yes, you did fix your name. Well done. If you feel like it, and anybody else is having that trouble, I'd love it if you could let people know what you did to fix that. Not a problem at all, Jago. I'm glad you like it enough to sub. Idiot. Alright, so there's a side of me that kind of wants to go human again, but I don't know if invasion is exactly what I want to work with at the moment. So you'll sort of see how this build is also improving my playthrough. These guys are quite a bit easier to deal with now. There are 2 things that you can do: register a new Google Plus account and have to deal with 2 Google accounts, or 2 remove your real name for your... Yeah. That's why I... Okay. I think the biggest thing that I can say is that I opened up the Discord option hopefully to help people's hang-ups over the YouTube technology. I get that it's not an ideal solution for everybody, so I want to be as accommodating as possible, but I'm an idiot. But obviously there's only so much that I can do so far as make it work for people, right? Oh, this is bad. There we go. I just don't like that I've had to give up a lot of health to do this, but... There we go. Yeah, I really don't know what to say about that, Relita. Like, personally, I've not had a problem with YouTube gaming. And as a broadcaster, I actually prefer it. But I get that a lot of people don't seem to like this platform for some reason. So the only thing that I'm doing exclusively on YouTube right now are these Dark Souls playthrough, because in the end, it's what allows me to broadcast the game in the quality that I think it should be broadcasted. Jesus, these guys are tough. Ugh. But as far as like answering technical stuff, right? Like my browser, my own experience has been that the browser hasn't crashed when I watch it, right? So when somebody experiences that, I don't really doubt that that's what's happening to them, but there's not a whole lot that I can do with that either. Okay, so look, okay. Guys, I get it's different. I get people don't like using the YouTube stuff. I gave Discord as a reason to not have to deal with YouTube. If you guys do not like the YouTube chat, please just don't use it. Like, there's a lot of stuff that we can talk about on this channel, and it's really annoying that I have to deal with things that I can't control over Google, right? If you don't want me to stream on this again, that's some feedback that I can use, and that's something I can take to the bank. To hear that you don't like using YouTube chat, we've got an answer for that. Like, we can use Discord. I just hope you guys appreciate that when I go out of my way to open up the Discord as an option, and the last 6 messages that I've seen heading towards me are all about how bad YouTube chat is, it's really frustrating to deal with. Yeah, see, I feel the exact same way, Juggo. I get that there's network effects for Twitch, but there's nothing about the Twitch chat experience that makes me think it's any better than YouTube's. But obviously I'm just one voice in that, right? Discord does have the standard emoji emotes. Juggo, I should... Personally, for me, I think YouTube is better. I mean, I'm able to stream at 60 FPS here. If you're not noticing a measurable difference in the stream quality, I would recommend trying at the 726 60 FPS version, if you can. If you can't, then probably the difference isn't going to be meaningful. Whoa, where'd that come from? So this is a spot which I completely ignored before, and I'm not quite sure how I deal with this Joker. I think I just need to run for it. Let's get ready to lose some souls, chat. Oh, this is gonna suck. It's really nice that they added things for targeting. Okay, let's just heal up our stuff. Still be able to kill it. People having problem connecting to YouTube chat, or what is the reason for using Discord? Woko, it's because people just don't like using YouTube chat for some reason. Either they think it doesn't allow them to type enough messages, or they don't like using YouTube or something like that. But basically, so I could not have to deal with tech supporting Google, I gave Discord as the option. Duly noted, you don't like Twitch, you don't like YouTube chat. Alright, let's see what horrible things await me behind the mist. Old Dragon Slayer. Oh, it's Ornstein again. And I'm out of Estus. Ow. Okay, let's see how I'm gonna handle this. Oh, come on. Thank you, CPO Williams. I gotta back off. I don't think I survived this, but let's see what we can do. Ugh. I gotta be smarter about how I heal my stamina. So he's probably gonna run in for a... Maybe he won't. Ooh. Oh, this will be bad. Ow. Oh, this is death. Oh my god, I can't believe I survived that. I don't really know if it's worth sacrificing all of this, all these life gems for this attack, though. I'm slightly off of half health. It's nice I can sort of tag him in between, though, so there's still hope. Oh, beautiful. Easy. All right. Let's just take a second to catch up with Scored. Just to hear with the coolest chatters. YouTube chatters are fairly cool, and first try nice. Thank you, Petty. Chalk for the win. Thank you, CPO Williams. I think at this point, guys, I'm getting really frustrated when I read stuff that's complaining about YouTube. If you're having YouTube problems, I recommend taking it up with YouTube. I figure it is enough. You can voice your displeasure with it once. If you don't want me to stream on this again, let me know that. If it turns into anything more than, you know, a note letting me know that there are better options, that you would rather see me stream on Twitch, anything outside of that I am going to ignore. So I'm sorry it's not for everybody. I wish you guys could have the same experience that I do, but I am a little worried that this is becoming into a bitching session about YouTube, and honestly, as far as I'm concerned, this is a superior streaming platform to Twitch. You may feel differently, but it's absolutely, you know, this is very much my feeling of it, and I would actually prefer it if more people would watch on this. But I stream on Twitch because I know people are going to object to YouTube no matter what. No, Relita, I've been reading all of it. I'm actually kind of annoyed by it.
Transient being. This is no place for one such as you. Be gone. You are not needed.
Beautiful view, though.
Transient being. Nothing has changed. You would never make a Knight of the Blue, and I have nothing more to say. Be
Well,
gone.
no, Relita,
You are not needed.
I like your contributions in chat. It's just that if
Transient being. Nothing has changed.
if the conversation in chat is entirely about
would
how
never
Twitch
make
is
a
a
Knight of the
supposedly
Blue,
better
and I
platform,
have nothing more to say.
like I can't tech support
Be gone.
YouTube. I can't
You are not needed.
explain why people's browsers are crashing. In my view as a streamer, this is an objectively better platform than Twitch, and it's going to take a lot of convincing for me to believe otherwise. It's good feedback for me if people say, I cannot watch you on this platform. And at that point, that's something where I'm like, okay, that's a shame, but that's good to know that it's that bad of an experience for people that, you know, I need to consider who will be alienated by it. But when the only conversation becomes, I don't like YouTube, like, that's not fun for anybody. So that's all I'm saying with that. I definitely don't want you to be quiet because I value your contributions to chat. I also value them when they're contributions to chat, when they're like what you have to offer rather than just, you know, kind of repetition of a problem that I can't really work with. Okay, but if you have insufficient data, like, aren't the transcodes working? Yeah, see, Juggolama, the problem is the network effects on Twitch. So there's a lot of people who get this carrot of partnership dangled in front of them, and all of a sudden they're not going to have a conversation about anything about how Twitch is the one true streaming platform. But the fact of the matter is that Twitch is the only platform that doesn't give people transcoding out of the box. So as soon as you can divest people of this idea that Twitch is the only game in town, that puts them in a tough position. Like, if YouTube becomes a viable competitor, and I mean, as far as VODs are concerned, YouTube is eating Twitch's lunch. It's just the streaming thing that hasn't been properly supported. And if Twitch actually starts feeling the burn from people going to these other platforms that give them transcoding options, then that's when we're going to see improvements for streamers like myself. But
Bearer of the curse.
whether or not that's ever actually going to happen, I don't know. Because every single time I stream on YouTube, I get to listen to a lot of people complain about how it's not Twitch.
Seek the king. That is the only way. Lest this land swallow you
Yeah,
whole,
I agree, Woko.
as it has so many others.
Yeah, no worries, CPO Williams. I really appreciate you stopping by. Alright, so I have some decisions to make here. I found out, this is from a classmate who let me know, that apparently there's an agility trait. And increasing agility apparently gives you more iframes when you dodge. Unfortunately, they don't seem to be traits that I really want to increase yet. So I can raise my vitality or my vigor. I think I've kind of got my vigor where I want it to be right now. Is it really worth it to do this, or should I do more strength? Let's just try and get that equipment load up, I think. I have not tried Hitbox yet to Petty. was a little hesitant to accept the advice because this is a blind playthrough, but he said there's nothing in the game that tells you what the stat does, and it's kind of important. And it's actually, I think that was a good call for him to let me know that, because my experience has been, I was really frustrated with the fact that dodging seemed to be useless in the game, and it actually seems like once you get your agility up, it removes that problem. So I got a cure for oh, hang on, I want to see if another fire came up after killing Mini Ornstein. So one nice thing about this is, like, looking at all the environments and just the lighting and things like that, this game is really good looking. I think this is kind of what everybody was hoping Dark Souls would look like when it got ported to PC. And you know what? I feel foolish, so let's eat an effigy. So it looks like it's only when we take on... Thank you for the feedback, by the way, Relita. It looks like these fires come up only when you take out a major enemy. So I'll talk a little bit about my build. I have made it so I upgraded like my strength and dex so that I could basically use any of the weapons I had in my inventory. I found out of all of the movesets, I really like this, I guess it's like the single sword, what do they call this? Straight sword moveset the most. One thing I'm not crazy about is when you do a slash, usually it'll wind up hitting the floor, which does some damage to your weapon. I switched out my shield, so this gives me 100% damage block, which is nice because all my other stuff was slowly ticking away my health. So I've since abandoned this idea of using two-handed weapons. Oh yeah, Woko, this thing looks awesome in my opinion, at 720p 60. It's like night and day difference. It's the reason why I like streaming on YouTube, because it actually makes the games look like... I got a big streaming PC specifically so I could make games look like this on stream, and then the fact that I have to treat everybody as having the same internet connection on Twitch basically killed that option. So anytime I get transcodes, I like to up the bitrate, but the big thing is being able to do 60 frames a second, and unfortunately you have to reset your stream if you do that. So now what I've done here is I've made myself human again, which means I'm possibly going to be invaded. But oh, you know what? I should have gone to the bonfire. Ah, screw it. I don't have that much health to worry about. So as far as my build, so I've changed my shield so that I get 100% damage block. I took this side sword, which I picked up from one of the enemies in the Old Man's Wharf, and I upgraded it max. It's a really heavily damaging sword. And then finally there was this armor, which is what I could sort of get for my current weight. And then I just, I put in some of the lighter weight gear. In fact, with my upgrades, let's see if I can slightly adjust that. So we've got the Drangleic gauntlets. Can I change it to... I don't think there's a Drangleic helm. But yeah, all of these will be below my equipment limit. Oh, it's, well, the leggings. So either slight damage to lightning resist, or improvements to all. I guess I have to do the Varangian helm. Doesn't look as cool though, does it? You know what? This is Fashion Souls. So we're gonna go for the Drangleic leggings first. Thank you, Juggo.
See that statue? Gives me the willies. You stare at it for long enough, it starts to look alive.
There's a lot more Scottish actors in Dark Souls 2. I'm not quite sure what inspired that, but... Oh, damn it. There we go. Also, the backstabs in this game are so much cooler. Good to hear, CPO Williams. This is probably my 4th YouTube cast. The first 2 Dark Souls Ow! The first 2 Dark Souls casts, I was actually getting pretty salty at the game, but I think I've checked my attitude a little bit better, so these guys are gonna come pounding through the gate and kill me. I really don't want to lose my human form to these things. Yeah, the original... let's use the fragrant branch. The only catch about these branches are that they're really expensive and they're really rare to come by, so... Milady? Oh, it's a basilisk.
I've been petrified. Hard to speak. Give me a moment, please. I'm fine, I think. No, I'm fine. Really, I am. My name is Rosabeth. Thank you so much for rescuing me. Oh, you're that traveler. I still haven't thanked you.
How do you plan on
I'm quite
thanking
a
me?
hand at pyromancy.
I was hoping that hand would be
So
used for other
perhaps
things.
You could consider this my thanks.
Can we renegotiate?
I was attacked and turned to stone, I think. I owe you my life. If you had not come,
Well, I'm not gonna come at this rate.
I feel shameful wearing these rags.
Let's get you out of those rags, milady.
I hate to burden you further, as you've already saved my life. But just look at me. My clothes are in tatters.
It's a shame, isn't it?
Do you have any clothing that you could spare?
I have
Take
some shoes.
anything, whatever you don't need. I'm not particular when it comes to apparel.
Or lack of apparel.
Anything at all will do. Just put it on the ground, and I'll change into it later. I have my very own teacher. His name is Carillion of the Fold, a famed sorcerer in Melfia, our hometown. I was fascinated by sorcery, and so, well, he's so unique, you see. When he set out for Drang Lake, I couldn't let him go alone. But we were separated, quite early on, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, Wilco, like, I'm figuring a pair of shoes on their own should be fine, right?
I'm rather unskilled. My lord probably ditched me.
Well, we'll get those skills up.
Oddly, I'm a fast learner when it comes to pyromancy.
Only pyromancy?
What we're fascinated by, and we're skilled at, are not always the same thing.
I am both fascinated and
Why
skilled,
can't
my
I just
lady.
focus on what I truly enjoy?
What do you truly enjoy?
Oh dear, I shouldn't be so choosy.
I'm not choosy at all.
It's hardly my place.
I got a place for you.
I have my very own teacher. His name is Carillion of the Fold, a famed sorcerer in Melfia, our hometown. I was fascinated by sorcery, and so, well, he's so unique, you see. When he set out for Drang Lake, I couldn't let him go alone. But we were separated, quite early on, I'm afraid. I'm rather unskilled,
Yeah.
but what?
It's all repetition
It's
again.
hardly my... Be safe.
Alright, we'll give her some damn clothes. I'm not entirely sure this is exactly what she wants to wear, but I've got lots of these, so.
Could you just put it here?
Yeah,
Be
I'm not
safe.
going to use any pyromancies yet. Is 720 the highest resolution? No, you can go up to 1080 and 1080 and possibly beyond. But the reason I did this, Woko, is the so consider what happens when you try to go from, let's say, 720 to 1080 or even higher. Get styled upon. You have to basically use up a lot of you have a lot of pixels that need attention when you raise that resolution, and in my opinion the actual image quality is not that much higher, all things considered. So the big thing for me is that I think 720 looks pretty nice on any on like any given platform. And then on top of that, at a 4500 kilobyte upload, which is what I'm doing right now, you are able to... Basically, all of that is being spread over fewer pixels, and so as a result, you get a better looking screen than if I were to do 4500 at 1080. Like, basically, I just need to cover that much more area in terms of... Sorry, let me deal with this guy. Basically, you just have that much more that needs kind of attention. Oh, you're new. So basically what I decided was, because the difference between 720 and 1080 to me is not that big, I opted to go for the slightly lower resolution to make sure that what you were seeing would be the highest quality possible. Editing messages actually is a big deal, although I believe you can also, if it's not editing messages, you can delete messages on YouTube. You don't think the image quality is that important? Honestly, these 60 frames per second are greatly appreciated. Yeah, well, I mean, they're part and parcel, right? Because if I'm able to use more of that bitrate towards doing twice as many frames, then again, I'm going to want to do that. But if I try and dedicate it towards, let's say, 1080p, then again, some of that bandwidth gets eaten up with just trying to render detail in the, you know, in the larger area. And the fact of the matter is, like, not everybody's going to be watching it full screen. Although I'd like to think that it can be done screen. Ah, thank you, Relita. That's actually the kind of... I haven't seen that specific chart, but again, my background is in camera, so that's roughly the sort of thing I was thinking about. I've also been skipping the messages just because they tend to reveal a little too much about the game, so it sort of feels like spoiling. All right, let's see if I can get the drop on this guy. Yep. I gotta roll back. Ah, damn it, he got me. 36% doesn't use double the data in most circumstances. The way encoding works. Really hoping to get more than one guy on that. I'm thinking these are the same beasts as in Blighttown, by the way, so it's kind of neat to see them get an updated look. Also, the Hollow Soldiers have a different look in this this game as well. Relita, I have worked in film for several years. I know all of that stuff. I'd rather not be lectured on how encoding works. This is something that I know quite well. So my question to you is, do you genuinely believe that you will get the same quality of stream at 2500K, which is what the average Twitch stream without transcodes are, at 60 frames per second? Or do you feel that there's a degradation in quality? Assuming you don't believe that, do you think it's really worth taking 15 minutes to explain to people how keyframes work and how the entire encoding process goes? Or is it just an easier shorthand to say, alright, you've got twice as many frames, which means that you're going to have to split that work over an already limited amount of bandwidth, and you get to the same place? I mean, okay, you can say I wish I hadn't said something, but I feel like I'm talking a lot about the sort of things we should and shouldn't be talking about in chat. Like, it's getting really frustrating to do this cast today, and like, I had such a good cast last time that I did Dark Souls, And I feel like we've gone... Like, I feel like we've regressed. Like, it was such a fun time to just talk about the game, to talk about how fun it was. And now I feel like the only thing we've been talking about for this whole time is how much you don't like YouTube. Petty, she has not. I don't know if it's my attitude tonight or what, but I am done having these conversations. I agree completely, Jugolama. And thank you for saying so. That is... what do they call it? The Cleric's Sacred Chime. Actually, the thing that I like the most about Dark Souls is something that they've removed in Dark Souls 2. So one of the things that really struck it for me from the original game was the fact that you have the bonfires, that everything gets restored when you rest at a bonfire. And basically, like, the game is difficult, but not unfairly so. And so basically the difficulty that you run into the game are ones that you need to overcome. So for instance, if you are having trouble in all the spots leading up to a boss and you have to use up all your heals, then you don't have any heals left for that boss. And so this obviously creates a certain challenge, and as you keep trying to get to the boss, you have to get better and better at those intermediate areas, basically just so you can make some good progress. Oh, damn. Okay. I don't know if I have a cure for poison, so let's pick... Whoa! I hate that I'm using up all these Estus flasks. Yeah, let's just get back to a bonfire. But yeah, so what's going to happen here is I'm going to lose all of this progress just because I wasn't prepared for what happened. And so the big thing about the game is that rather than like allow you to go to a save spot or something like that, the game forces you to deal with the challenges and just improve over time. And so in some ways it can be very frustrating. Like if you're somebody who wants to make fast progress on a game, it's actually going to be potentially very frustrating. And I know when I first played the game, I was actually quite frustrated with it. But I also find it a very rewarding experience because again, once you've beaten something in Dark Souls, you know that it's purely been a function of your skill. The one thing that I think is a shame is that when you kill something 15 times in Dark Souls 2, it actually goes away. So the game becomes incrementally easier as you beat a challenge. Now, in one sense, that's a little bit like Dark Souls, because obviously when you get through a particular section and you beat it once, you will have, you'll have gotten a handle on it, and, it won't be as challenging as before. But again, I really like the idea of Oh, I don't want to lose my... I'm really tempted to use an Estus here, but... But that could be what kills me, so... There we go. But yeah, so basically, I just like the fact that the challenge of the game, they've hit that very nice balance between being able to encounter a challenge and basically force you to improve. So again, it's a little bit like life, right? Things don't necessarily get easier just because you're struggling with them. They become easier because you have improved your skills. And it's a rare feature that I find in games, and so it's one thing that I find very attractive about Dark Souls. That, and I just find it's a unique action style, right? Like, I've never really played a game like this before, so it's interesting in that regard, for me at least. All right, so this is a really neat little trap because this looks exactly like this looks exactly like a player. But it very clearly isn't, and I can't target it, so... Ow. Oh, I'm screwed. Okay, let's just get that shield back up. See, targeting is a huge problem with this guy. You can't, backpedal. I also think this is a dead end, so... Yeah, exactly. I think that's a really cool kind of enemy for them to come up with, Petty. Especially because it's really weird to see something like that. So, you see a guy like this who's very obviously doing something in the game, whereas that guy is just kind of like walking around. So, after 2 games of just walking past ghosts, then to have an enemy that exactly looks like one. Yeah. And again, its behavior is definitely very weird for one of the ghosts in this game. But, okay, so there's a lot of blood here. I'm gonna guess this is not the only one of these things waiting to hurt me. God, what's waiting? Hey, one of these guys. This is gonna suck. So if this thing catches you, it basically kills you. So let's not do that, shall we? I'm fucked. This is a lot tougher than the previous ones that I've run into. Ouch. Let's just back that up for a little bit. Ah, I'm dead. Alright. So yeah, that is a lot tougher than the previous ones that's done. So... I don't think I'm ready to give up an effigy on that yet, but we're gonna go back. I don't think there's any advantage to the shield. He does a lot of stamina damage, so I think I just need to dodge it. Fight me! Haha, you fool. stamina back up. Why couldn't I have fought him like this? Oh, I'm fucked. That was otherwise such a good fight. Oh man, this is gonna be really hard to get my souls back, actually. I think I just need to peg it past him. I've like sworn an oath of enmity on this guy. I can't give it up. I will admit, I think the eating you kind of attack is a little bit crap. But these are definitely an interesting enemy. Okay, I didn't mean to hit the dog, but I don't feel so bad. Oh, God. That was bad. And this is why I didn't use an effigy. Because this is like fighting one of these things at the first level. So, I refuse to believe that I can kill a dragon and the dragon slayer on the first try. And have trouble with a troll. So. And more importantly, I want to get my souls back, so. And the dogs decide to jump in. Oh god. Yikes. I think it'd almost be flask time. Oh, you know what? I bet I can take advantage of the fact that he can't go through this door. Not quite the way I was going to do it, but... I'm really curious if you can do a jumping attack. Let's find out. No, you cannot! Get out of there! Okay, I kind of want to see if he'll follow me. He won't. He's smarter than that. So, I mean, this is almost an argument for getting, like, some kind of a pyromancy or something, but... Yeah, so if he just taps you on that, he starts chowing down. Oh, God! I was hoping I could jump back, but... Man, he's got the weirdest reach. Sometimes I can jump back on those, and sometimes I can't. I think one of the things that's happening is I'm getting a little impatient with it just because I realize I can only do sort of chip damage to it. And anytime it sort of catches me, I wind up taking quite a bit of damage. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop getting greedy. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for heavy attacks, but only one heavy attack when I know I can make it. Yeah, so there's really nothing I can do about those. Yeah. I really hate that attack. I can sort of understand any of the others, even when they have kind of like bullshit hitboxes. But one that's basically an insta-kill, kind of no matter what you do, is not a fun one to deal with. So, again, we'll try slightly... Yeah, so if you get close enough, he just wrecks you. Yeah, see, that's really no... There seems to be no way to actually get out of range of those, unless... Unless there's like some way to dodge to the side, maybe? I don't know, maybe the heavy attacks aren't the way to go on that, because it leaves me drained on stamina, and it leaves me, it seems to leave me too close for those other attacks that he does, so. I technically don't actually need to fight this guy, but... Okay, so... I think two normal attacks will do more than what one of those heavy attacks will do. So just tap them once, twice here. Side rolls do not do anything in that case. Okay, that is some bullshit right there. That would have been a shout-down attack. It's possible, so, I mean, this creature looks like a troll, so it's possible fire may help, but I'm not entirely sure fire is going to do something that this level 5 upgrade won't. I think at this point I just need to get a little bit better at dodging his attacks. I still have an Estus Flask and some life gems left. I really don't want to use the life gems on this thing, because again, if it gets one chow down attack, even if he's at like no health, it's gonna end me. Like that could be the end. Oh wow. So one of my attacks did almost nothing to him. I wonder why. Hey, we can get another 2. I think we can finish him. Okay, it's not a clean kill, but it's a kill. Yeah, I know, Petty. That would have been very upsetting. Now, I mean, he'll be back as soon as I rested that bonfire, so I'm going to have to go with some pretty low health for this section. But at least I'll be able to murder some puppies. How are you not dead? Alright, so let's see what we gave up our lives several times for. Boosts attack when HP is low. Not exactly the sort of thing I think would be worth that kind of effort for, but that's Dark Souls for you. So I should probably be spending these souls on either upgrades or... Oh, hello. Fight me. You call yourself a knight? This is a knight. I really thought that was going to be a backstab. That. Jesus. Alright. Just tap him. Whoa! GG, knight. We don't have a symbol of the king, so we move on. But yeah, so this is one of the other things that I kind of like about doing a blind playthrough of a game like this, is there's always new surprises, right? Being able to... being able to encounter a guy like that, even though it's apparently on a completely irrelevant part of the level for me right now. It's kind of interesting to be able to say, it's like, okay, he just did something I wasn't expecting at all. How do I respond? It's something that I really like about playing a game like this. We're probably not going to run into another troll again, so let's be stupid and use an effigy. Again, I opened myself up to invasion on this, but I'm kind of interested in seeing... I've changed a couple of my settings in terms of ports and things like that. So I'm curious if it's the fact that I'm streaming that's causing these latency issues. Oh god, there's so many people who've died here. Shield at the ready. I don't think the blood's really going to give me that much of an indication in terms of what's happening. I heard somebody attack me. No, that's Ah, there he is. Get styled upon. Oh, there's another. Damn it. What an intro. Oh god, there's another one too. These guys are brutal. There we go. Man. Try and B-pull. Is this like an Ent glory hole? So I mean, at this point, I kind of just want to go hunting for these ghosts. This is such a really neat idea for a level. I mean, it looks great. Again, one of the reasons why I like streaming in high resolution. damn it, I just missed him. He's like right behind me. Ugh. Just keep hitting, damn it! Oh, damn. Not enough health. Oh god, I am so fucked. Alright, I got 2 of them to contend with. Oh, but they stacked up. You idiots. That's awkward, seeing how Ents need to taste to get anything done. I'm lucky I have enough stamina to be able to take them out in one go. On the plus side, we're getting a bunch of loot, so... There's definitely another one following me. Or maybe that was me I was hearing. The worst thing is I'm so deep into this now that I'm gonna have a really hard time finding some souls if I lose them in here. But again, brilliant idea for a level. I don't know if it counts as like my favorite out of the Souls series, but it's definitely a really well designed one. And as you can see from all the blood pools, there's a lot of people who have had a bad time here. Right. I'm not quite sure how else I'm going to be able to get this this loot. I've kind of just been running around. Oh, hello, a chest. If it's a mimic, I'm gonna freak out. Oh. Damn it. Fight me like a man. It's really cool actually when they come up on you because you just, like, it's just before they attack that you know you're there. So if you're quick, you can catch them. I'm not always quick though, so. Oh, that's brutal. I should have seen that coming too. That's such an obvious thing to do with a chest. By the way, guys, I know I've been, I was neglecting YouTube chat for a little while. I was just really, I think that's a cliff. I just really focused on this area. I apologize. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Oh no. There go my souls. I think what I need to do is I just need to run like hell and get those back. Because I think if I have to go and fight all those things again, I'm probably going to wind up dying. But also if I run through that, I might also wind up dying, so... It's going to be a little bit risky, but I think we can do this. Especially too because the green... Whoops. I do not want to fight that again. Especially because the green soul thing should be a little easier to spot. I wish it were that easy. Sucker. What the hell was that? Okay, so we're on the right track. Okay, don't go over the edge. And here we go. Keeping in mind that we've got one of these jokers in the vicinity. Oh, now I have to deal with the consequences of my decisions. There's probably a few of these guys who want my blood. Yep, that's at least 2 of them. Let's drink up. So that's 1 down, and I just tagged one of the others. Oh, not quite enough. There he is. Oh, Christ. Ah! So, I mean, it kind of paid off. I just really didn't do that fight that well. So I think I'm going to do the same thing again. Well, the problem is I'm losing a little bit of my max health each time I do that, so... If I just didn't let that one get the drop on me that triggered that first death, I probably would have been out of there by now. Okay, so keep to the left. Excuse me. This is a little disconcerting. I don't think this is where I went before. Okay, so let's back up, deal with the... Okay, don't think I'm being followed. Okay, there's a familiar landmark. Okay, let's just run. Okay. So again, we're gonna have 2 guys to deal with. Ah, I looked in the wrong spot. Oh, there's 3! Shit. Okay. Seal that up. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ, this is so hard when there's 3. I think that kills one of them. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, that's definitely 1 down now. I see the other one. How have I not hit him? Assuming it's a him. Okay, it's 2. Oh. Oh my god, was that 4? Oh, I think that was just the phantom of another player. Okay. I'm glad you learned to count from the best, Petty. Alright. I think as a reward for all that effort, I'm gonna go finally see what's inside that chest. And if it's a mimic, again, I'm gonna rage quit. Are you kidding me? This ring had better give me like a blowjob or something. Explodes at a damage threshold. I'm not entirely sure I want to have that anywhere near my hands. I also don't really want it near where I thought it where it would be. Hello. Oh, come on. It's like a sliver of it. Are you fucking kidding me? Ah! I'm sorry, I realize this is not my normal streaming style. Alright, once again, I'll calm down. I'll calm down. I can't see Discord at the moment. There we go. Hello, Jesse Quill. How are you? Oh, screw this! No, no, no! I refuse to die. Oh, Jesus, I've screwed myself so bad. I really should just be looking for my souls. The problem is every time I do that, I'm just gonna wind up getting more of these guys on top of me. Alright, I don't want to be here because I know there's gonna be a guy in the area. But my souls should be nearby. There we go. There he is. That is how you Dark Souls. Fuck! That's horrible. Oh God, why? I had my shield up and everything. No! Alright. I still think running through it is the way to go. I'm just gonna have to deal with like 6 of these things when I finally pick up my... I finally pick up my body. I should probably just like homeward bone and use the souls so I don't get so attached to them. Okay, let's watch for shadows. I'm definitely being followed, and there's one ahead of me. Oh no! Why did I get greedy like that? I think I should just be running. I actually got really far off course. Oh, I'm dead. So I mean, at this point, I'm just blindly looking for my corpse. This is a good indicator. This is close to where I died. I think I'm getting a little off course, though. And there's a lot of them following me. Oh, no, there's 2 of them. So I think I've gone past where my corpse is, to be completely honest. This is a lot bigger than... There we go! Okay, I don't think I... Oh, I do have a homeward bone. Okay. Oh no! Okay. I don't think there's cheesing out of this. Let's face our problems head on, chat. Get styled upon, son. Who's next? Ah! I got a bone for you, Teddy. Use the bone! This isn't a time to be a hero! I am certain nothing bad will happen to me in this forest. Uh-oh, there's 2 of them. Fuck. Nothing bad will happen to me. Yeah! Get stabbed upon. How is he not dead? Oh, he is dead. Okay, good. I just passed him. Frig. I will never get my comeuppance. I'm actually trying to avoid playing copyrighted music on the YouTube streams. I don't plan on monetizing the channel, but I think it's nice to have the option of not being hammered with copyright claims. However, if you happen to want to play that song in the background while you watch this, this is a fight I probably shouldn't take. Oh god. So I'm definitely not going to be able to heal up, but I don't think I'm going to be able to homeward bone in time either. Can we do it, chat? Can we do it? Nope. Yes. This is just a precautionary bone I'm putting up, mind you. Also, this level is endless. That or I'm going in circles, which is entirely possible. Alright. Oh yeah, I've definitely been here before. No, never mind. God damn it! Oh wow, that was a kill. At least I have my Estus back. Oh wow, that's tough. Oh god, this might be my death. Ah! I'm dead. Oh, maybe not. I got really lucky on that though. I probably shouldn't be taking this fight actually. I should just be looking for my souls, but I've kind of committed. There he is. Jesus Christ. I'm pretty sure if there's more than one of them here, I'm done for. I can see them too, that sucks. How did they do that? Oh god. Okay, souls. Accept that something's gonna want to murder me. We don't panic. We just look for the loot, and we move on. Very simple formula. This is known as based system. System is based. Everything is good. There are no negative consequences for this set of decisions. I have definitely been here before. Fight me. Fight me! Fight me! One big circle. Let's go spend those souls, shall we?
Is that a shard you found? Here, to see light, however faint.
So I'm still thinking the way to go here is, even though I know that this agility is going to increase my ability to dodge, I really think raising up my vitality, at least to the point of where I seem to be getting diminishing returns on my equipment load, seems to be the way to go here. Relita, it's not that people are expressing opinions about YouTube. It's the fact that we could be talking about so many things that are interesting and fun, like the game. I really don't like it when streaming on YouTube becomes a referendum on whether or not YouTube is good. That's why I was getting very angry about it. But I would definitely say that I am much more interested in discussing the game. I am interested in discussing life. I'm interested in discussing a lot of stuff. And given the fact that I was, for some reason, expected to be YouTube customer support for so long, maybe it is better that we decide to discuss other things. Because I'll be honest with you too, like I'm dealing with a hard part of the game, so if there's going to be a time when my temper gets short, this is going to be it. I don't do it for a living now, Relita, but yeah, it is very annoying to spend a lot of time thinking about this stuff, try and explain in layman's terms why I made certain decisions, and then have somebody turn around and go, well, actually, with what I view was not really a substantial exposition, and I think I was fairly clear in terms of why I didn't find that a very helpful contribution. So I would rather not revisit it, but if we have to discuss this, I suppose now is as good a time as any. I will point out, though, that I think the worst part is just when somebody says, I'd rather not talk about X, and people talk about X. It usually stops being about the topic that spawned the discussion and a little bit more about the fact that somebody said, hey, I kind of said stop talking about this. Why are we still having this conversation? Gotta get out of this poison area. Alright, I gotta catch up with chat. Yeah, so Jesse Quill, basically, so there's a couple things about Dark Souls. The whole idea of having, so like you do have stats in this game, but the thing that really makes a difference is your equipment. So originally I was trying to play a character that was relying on dodges and a two-handed weapon. Now I think what created a problem was there's a new trait. If you look in the middle on the right, there's going to be two green things, AGL and Poise. Apparently if you don't have a high AGL, and we're saying high is probably somewhere around, let's say, like 90 something, apparently the dodge doesn't have that big of what's known as iframes, so like the frames where you're invincible, and that's why I was getting really upset with the oh god, this, okay, sorry, that looked like an extinguished bonfire. I'm like, I've never seen that in this game before. So this explains why I was having some talk. Oh god, this is going to be interesting. So that was kind of that was the source of some of the frustration regarding the dodges of the game. They've actually made it so that you need to be skilled up to do it. So so with that in mind, you can't be just like a two-handed dodger and be as good as you would have been in Dark Souls 1. And so what I decided to do here was to equip a shield that would give me 100% defense against attacks. I'd get a really good straight sword, which has a really nice moveset, and then basically just build the character around that. And so sometimes you need to respec your character. Now in Dark Souls 1 you couldn't actually change any of your stats. In Dark Souls 2 you can, but I haven't had the need to. And what I've been focusing on right now is just maximizing the amount of equipment that I can carry. So so there's not really talent trees, but definitely picking different bits for equipment, and then you know, adjusting your stats to be able to use those bits of equipment are usually how you do that. And there are classes at the start. Oop.
I like it quiet. Leave me be. What business have you here, traveler? You may call me Vengal, if I deserve a name in this sorry state. 'Tis rare to flap these guns. This is pleasant.
So you can start off with classes in the game, but a little bit like Elder Scrolls games, like warrior-oriented characters can, or like melee-oriented characters can cast spells. For instance, I've been casting a miracle for healing. So there's no like canonical form of certain classes. You can do what you think is best, but obviously if you plan on playing a melee character, it makes sense to start off as like a warrior or a knight.
Long ago, I was hired to defend the kingdom. I remember a long, brutal fight, and then somebody killed me. Or so I thought. I came to and found myself like this. I don't know what explains it, but it's not so bad, really. Now I watch the days go by and gaze at the night sky, thinking of the finer things, far removed from war. I'd grown weary of battle, but did not realize it until now. I know not what brings you on this journey, nor will I deign to ask. You may bear a great burden, don't we all? I prefer to stay my distance. But I want to warn you of something. My body. I see visions. My body, headless, raging without me. My body wielding my sword, a sword forged only to kill. My body will show no mercy. If you see the wretched thing, stay far away.
Why do I get the feeling that this is going
I
to be
learn
something
new
we fight
things
later?
every day. Things never learned in battle. And thanks to you, I've recalled the joy of conversation. If I can help you, if you require something, do speak up.
Now that's a neat looking sword. It needs 28 strength though, so. Lightning urn. Gold pine resin's not bad. And decapitate
I
jester.
cannot lie. Sometimes I wonder what's become of the kingdom. I was a hired hand, yes, but we soldiers stared death in the eye together. And for His Highness, I am afraid. But perhaps it's for the best. We knew not what we fought for. I was born in Feroza, to land in the distant east. When I was born, we were already mired in prolonged conflict with our neighbors. Eventually, our kingdom fell, and our people scattered. I've been a sellsword ever since. All I ever knew was war, and I can imagine no other way to live. What a fool I was. I'm grateful for these peaceful days. But such contentment lies only in the here and now. Why must life be so confounding? Thank you for lending an ear to my ramblings. Here, take these. I've no use for them.
Gloves!
Go along and resume your journey.
You know,
I cannot lie. Oh, but perhaps
saying he has no
farewell.
use for a
I
helm
will retire.
when he's only
to my
a head
silence.
is weird. Hang on, I feel like I'm missing some messages here. Oh my god, sorry guys. Oh, this is a Monkey Island reference, isn't it? Alright, let's see if this helm's worth it. So, definitely good stats, but here's the problem with the helm. Not crazy about that roll, but let's see if maybe we can change our boots. Actually, any set of boots is going to fix that, so let's go back to our hard leather. Let's see if we've got anything strictly better. I mean, sort of, kind of. Let's go for it. Don't we look fancy? Alright. I guess we need to go find his body. I also feel like that's a different sort of plateau that we've discovered before. This is the the drawback, actually, of having more weight is I recover stamina a little bit less quickly. And that really counts when you're trying to maximize your... Damn it. So at least I found them, but that's two of them too. Fuck! Yeah, just shy of enough to finish them off. There was also a chest in this area that I hadn't opened near one of the trees. Try attacking. Yeah, don't like that, do you? It's really easy to get turned around in here, unless it's specifically designed to do that. Alright, so this is the start again. I think I'm gonna hold off. I'm actually gonna just try moving straight forward, because we'll have at least cleared out some of the riffraff. And I'd like to get my bearings in this spot. Okay, good to know. Wait, see where he's coming from. Ah, there we go. I'm really miffed that you can't lock onto these guys. Like, I get if you haven't, like, engaged them in combat, but... Oh my god. Not being able to lock onto them in like a straight up sword fight means you can't do like a backwards move. Damn it. This is gonna suck. Fair enough. Yeah, it is. I mean, again, you need to make a design decision on these things, right? Because if you can lock onto them, I can just walk around and hit the lock-on button, which is the right, like the right, I don't know what you call it, like the movement controller. Okay, there's somebody here. There he is. So again, you don't want to trivialize the enemy by just making it a matter of like locking on at any point, but I figure like seeing as you can see the health bar anyway, I figure as long as you can see the health bar, being able to lock onto them seems like a nice way of, yeah, thumbstick, thank you. Being able to lock onto them when you can see that health bar seems like a nice compromise. But I didn't make the game, so... I think it's safe to say anything that I request for this game is something that'll make it easier. I'm pretty sure this level is designed to take you back to the exit if you go the wrong direction. Okay, so we're gonna encounter. Yeah. Ooh, that's bad. That's really bad, actually. Do I have repair powder? I probably don't. I guess I go back to my fire. No, we don't leave that. I guess I go back to my fire longsword. The thing that sucks about that, though, is it doesn't do nearly as much damage. I didn't upgrade it. Yeah, I think this level very deliberately turns you around at certain points. Okay, so I like the fact that I see something white there, but I need to deal with... Yeah, this does so little damage by comparison. There he is. Okay, so there was a white dot I saw in the background not too long ago. Where was that? There we go. That's also definitely a trap if I... Yeah. But I don't have any friggin' stamina anymore. Oh god, there's two of them. I gotta get out of here. With this kind of damage, there's no way I'm actually gonna be able to take them on, so... Just as long as I don't fall off the cliff, I should be good. Maybe I should spend some of these souls, too. This is definitely a really tough spot, but I like it for that, so.
Bearer of the curse. Seek souls. Larger, more powerful souls. Seek the king. That is the only way. Lest this land
That's fine,
swallow
Relita.
you
I hope you're
whole,
feeling better soon.
as it has so many others.
I'm still not 100% sure that this is the best way to go, but it is adding 1.5 on my equipment load each time I do that, so. Alright, back to this horrible place. So maybe this time I just run straight through and see how far I can get. Because if I spend too much time in combat, then I'm just going to wind up losing some... There we go. That's the first one. There's another one. You know what? This is not a good strategy, so just clear them out. Ah, damn it! Ah! I think I'm dead. Nope, made it. The fact they can do a backstab on you is insane. I don't think that was the guy I was looking for, unfortunately. Yeah, there it is. If he gets a hit on me, I'm dead. Oh, thank God. Okay. So I really think that not fighting strategy was the better way to go. Bonfire intensity. I actually don't know what bonfire intensity means. Unfortunately, this game doesn't give you a manual. How is that possible? Okay, there's that chest I wanted to open. I knew it. Running like a chicken with its head cut off works for the most part. Shorten spell casting time. Only losers cast spells. Okay, so there's only one other spot I know I haven't really checked out. There's definitely somebody looking after me. Maybe I'm paranoid. You were thinking of doing wizard stuff in this game. You're allowed to do wizard stuff. Don't let my opinions dissuade you from having the Dark Souls experience you want. I haven't been here before. So let's see if we can find a bonfire. That would be nice. Do you just go over the edge? Okay, there's a lot of people dying here. And these knights were tough the last time I ran into them. Oh, they're not knights. Now, for those of you who are unfamiliar with Dark Souls, these are usually other players, although sometimes they're NPCs. And in this case, this is basically somebody who's willing to help you out in the game. So if I wanted to bring in Gorth, He actually has a gold summon sign that's not normally what the summon signs look like, but basically he is a member of a certain covenant that has a special colored summon sign. Okay, so that didn't quite have the intended effect. The other thing is, because I'm human, I can also potentially be invaded, which the last few times it's happened to me has been really laggy and not fun at all. But I'm sort of hoping it happens just to see if it's a streaming problem or if it's something to do with the fact that I didn't have some certain ports open on my router. Now, there's a possibility that that chest ahead is a mimic, because it sort of looks like the style that could be, and we haven't run into one yet, so I think we're about due. Unless you burn an effigy or go on. Yeah, exactly. I mean, also if you're hollow, you can't be invaded, but I want to stay human as long as I can in this game, if I can. Because invasions are part of the game. It's just that if I'm dying to invade... I don't know what's causing that. That's really weird. Yeah, it's something about this area. I'm wondering if this is a Covenant thing or something like that. Man, people have a lot of trouble with this guy. Okay. Oh, it looks like this is a type of enemy. To be careful I don't get like poisoned, but... Yeah, that is poison, just equal. I've never seen an enemy like that before. It's a neat little design. Ah. Damn it! Okay, so there's a blood stain in... Oh, that's why. I was gonna say, that's unquestionably a mimic. If there's a blood stain in front of it, but... I'm still gonna beat the crap out of this chest, though. Oh, man. You can actually open chests that way. And it was full of rubbish. I feel really manly for killing that thing with my fists, though. Nice trick. Oh god! Basilisks, help! Oh my god! This is so bad! So if you spend too long in that dust, you get petrified. That's such a dirty trick. Well, at least I got some Twinkling Titanite out of it. So I think this does damage. Ah! Something just broke. Oh, fortunately it was just these leggings, so I can get new ones. But I need to watch it in those. Because I can't afford to repair that right now. Oh, actually, it looks like one of my rings is broken. Oh, the serpent ring! Damn it! We'll go for that. I still have, yeah, I still have my full roll. there's poison. Just don't know how to get past it. That's to the left, so I'll let it wear down. See, the problem is it's probably going to be like the poison on one end and the basilisks on the other. Okay. Could have been worse. Okay, I'm not crazy about the fact there's blood pools down there. Looks like that's petrified. Oh, and there's the bonfire again. Okay, so I can teleport back and repair my stuff. I'm a little curious about that guy in the wheelchair, but not so curious I'm gonna go back in there. Okay, so these are probably people just jumping off the edge like an idiot. Yeah. Oh, they had to fight something and they got knocked off. Okay. I have the information I need. Although I'm a little curious if there's any other purpose to this, because I thought I was supposed to walk down this branch to go places. God, what time is it? Oh my god, it's almost 5 a.m.? I was wanting to do a boss, but unless I know where to find that body, I'm thinking that's probably not happening. Blacksmith!
I knew you'd be around soon. Go on, show me.
Man, that's so expensive. I might as well get one.
I'll be around if you make it back.
It's kind of lame I had to spend so much for that, but it's not a bad investment. So, bonfire intensity. You know what the good test to do is? The Sinner's Rise. It's also an intensity one. See, I'm not quite sure what bonfire intensity means. Guy's immune to poise damage, it seems like. Magic bolt. More magic crap. I wish I could donate this to Jesse Quill's character. I really need to get my stamina up. Both in life and game, really. Is co-casting Dark Souls? What makes Dark Souls 3 different? Oh, this is gonna be bad. I'm cursed? Oh shit. Okay, so I don't don't think I actually know what curse does then. Whatever it does, it's causing people to die. Oh, that's why. Crap. That's at least one thing off my list of worries. Man, his stamina is so bad. Got a lot of these Pharos as lockstones now, which is encouraging, but... That is absolutely fantastic, Jesse. That is the one thing that I'm a little annoyed by in terms of Dark Souls co-op, is it's so hard to get people together. There's a twinkling... there's like a... There we go. Ah. Boy, this is super fun, isn't it? Why did they ever think that would be a good idea? I lose so much durability on my... Oh my god! Of course I'm going to attack this thing. Unless I can talk to them. Huh. Scorpion Bro's okay. I really wish I knew where I could find more of that deparalyzing powder. I really want to find the body of that head. Where is that coming from? It's got to be up on an upper level. But there isn't any way to get... Oh yeah, so there it is. There isn't any way to get up there. Okay, I don't think there's anything on that side that we need anymore. There's a statue blocking the chest. Basilisks are nearby. Ah, just the ones down there. What an absolutely terrible enemy. Oh, you bastards. Why? Oh, god damn it! I gotta drink up fast. So, interesting fact, if this is anything like Dark Souls 1, those statues there are actually player characters who wound up paralyzed by the basilisks. Gonna have to go do early morning stuff. Talk to you later. Alright, Jessica, we probably won't be streaming too much longer, so if we're not here when you get back, you know you won't have missed out on much. Thanks for stopping by, as always. More paralysis! Oh, Jesus. I kind of want to go down there just to see. You know what? Screw it. You only YOLO once. Homing soul mass.
Look how far this undead has wandered. And a very fit undead you are. A bit too alive, but with a darkish shadow. Yet still unprepared for a deeper dark. And like every undead, you have no future. Oh my, don't mind me. I'm just talking amongst myself. But if you find a need for a truer dark, then meet again. We shall. The dark is still nascent within you. May the dark shine your way. The dark.
I'm very curious what all that means. Okay, I really don't want to go in the acid. So yeah, all of this stuff here. I mean, the fact that it's near... I mean, some of this looks like it might be placed. Wow, he's tough. But it's entirely possible at least some of these are player characters. Screw your curse. Let me just double check. I don't think there's anything for me here. Yeah, we already got the item. I mean, I guess the big question is, do I go back into the woods so I can try the... so I can try and find the body of the guy? But then I don't know if the guy's body is actually in the woods. The guy's body could be elsewhere. So let's just see how far we can get with what we have. I think... those are just the basilisks. There's definitely some way to get up there. My powers of deduction have decided. Wait a minute, am I hollow? Oh god, I thought I was human the whole time. I mean, maybe the dialogue options change with that guy. If I... What is that? You know what? Against my better judgment, I'm gonna do this.
The dark.
Yeah. There's a few different options of where I can go. I kind of want to see what's the deal with that butterfly now, but I don't think there's any direct way that I can access it. I'm definitely feeling really tired too. Alright. We'll abandon that life goal. I think we've got everything we need from here too. That sort of seems like it leads somewhere, but not really. These are probably people jumping to their death. Oh no, actually that's probably them attacking the ghost. Aha. Ow. Okay, let's just fight them like we do normal things. Probably let that curse build up top as well. And nobody got hurt by an Estus Flask. My sword's getting pretty dinged up too. Okay, there's definitely one of those things behind me. Yep. I wish I could get a backstab on him, but I'll live with what I have. Yeah, that's brutal. Dodging that, not blocking. Those things hit like trucks. Okay, so I have to take on what is presumably the leader in a fight I'm really not all that eager to do. There's probably a reason there's a bunch of blood on the ground here. Ow. I don't think that this is the time to use that powder because I can probably just get back to the bonfire in time. But there doesn't seem to be any other point to this area unless Unparalyzing that guy gives you something. There's probably an item there at least, but... Alright, so I'm a little stumped as to what the purpose of this area is. Also, there's no way that could be a player character if that's permanent. I can just imagine a player character dying in an inconvenient spot and the game becoming impossible. You know what? I think this seems as good of a spot as any to just wrap up the playthrough. I think it's fairly apparent we're not going to make much progress in this spot. Let me just maybe double check the lay of the land. It could be that maybe I need to go here after... you know, after accomplishing something else. But it's late. I should stop playing. As always, thank you everybody for stopping by. We're going to continue Dark Souls 2 on YouTube. It's a YouTube exclusive. All the other stuff, obviously, we'll continue to do on twitch.tv. So this is between Bunker Punks and Slain. I was actually pleasantly surprised by Slain, given my initial reactions to it. Bunker Punks was fantastic. But I think between the two of them, I definitely preferred Bunker Punks, but I definitely think Slain was worth a lot more than people had given it credit for. As it is, that is it for me tonight. I have been streaming a lot, and I need to get some sleep. So have a good night, everybody, and we'll see you next time.